I've been thinking about making this one for a while, which is very ironic as today's topic is procrastination. Hello, my name is Matt Lilles, and this is day 28 of talking to a camera every single day for 100 days for 5 minutes to improve my confidence and speaking skills. Hello, how are you? That sounds nice. Today I want to talk about procrastination because I find it I was thinking about making this video and I was like, I don't know what to make it about. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. You know what I mean? I couldn't find what I needed to do to just get going. And that's when I realised I was procrastinating. And procrastination is something almost everyone does. And it's a really hard skill to unlearn once you've procrastinate, because it's always easier in the short term to put something off. You just say, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do that homework tomorrow. I'll do that work. I'll do the project for my job tomorrow, or I'll save up in the future, or I'll think about buying a house another time. I don't need to focus on saving my money now, because human brains are adapted for short-term gains. Because originally, when humans used to be cavemen and we used to have to hunt for our food, we would have to rely on the short term to survive. Short term is survival, right? How can I keep living in this exact moment to get to the next moment? Because, if you were alive, you would focus on your main needs: food, water, and shelter. Those are the main priorities. If you couldn't find them, there's no point in living. That's you're just gonna die. So you needed to find these to survive. So that led the human brain to always being, okay, where's my next meal? Where can I do this? How do I keep surviving? What's the easiest way to get these hits of dopamine? Because when you survived, and when you did things that made you survive, like eating food, your body gave you a hit of dopamine that said, that's a good job, keep doing that. Because that made you want to eat food, which is the whole reason you eat in the first place. Other than the fact you wouldn't know you needed to unless your body told you, good job for eating that food. Really helped us there. So that's one of the major importances, is that you need to understand how your mind is meant to focus on the short term. It is literally built to keep you alive in this exact minute, and that's it. It's not thinking about the long term. Well, you can think about the long term, but subconsciously you're not thinking about the long term. You're not thinking about, okay, I need to survive tomorrow. You're thinking about, I need to survive today. Stress is what comes in, where it's like, okay, I've got this big thing coming up soon. I need to get that over and done with. But in the short term, your body is armed to survive and to feel good. So it's going to do things that feel good, which is why you'll always choose the easy option, when it's always easy to procrastinate. Because you can always do something tomorrow if you don't need to do it to survive, right? If you don't physically need to do something to survive, then you don't need to do it in the moment. Like, if you're safe and you're alive and you're not harmed, then you don't have any motivation to do things in the moment, which is where you gotta sort of learn to push yourself and just be like, no, I'm gonna do this because I'm valuing what I want tomorrow. All of the really valuable things in life that we value highly as humans are things that are long term and take time to get. So, for example, owning your own house, retiring early, nice cars, jobs that you have to work hard to get. Thank you. Jobs that you have to work hard to get, these sorts of things that are long-term goals. So if you sort of start to slowly, bit by bit, orientate your mind to reaching these long-term goals instead of these short-term ones, eventually you'll see, well, hang on, I'm getting there, I can do this. Right? I've got this short-term goal and I'm going to reach it. So that's why procrastination is really one of the worst things humans can have, because it makes you think about short-term survival, when in our current living environment, almost everyone in the world doesn't need to survive in the short term. They just need to keep going because we all have the basic necessities. Anyway, goodbye.